We are back with Brené Brown, and so Megan Street, where's Megan? Hi, Megan.
Hi, Brene. Hi, Ellen.
Hi.
Hi.
Is comparing yourself to others a positive or a negative thing?
So I'll tell you one thing I didn't know before I started writing this. It is a thing, and it's a real thing. It's actually hardwired neurobiologically. So I always thought, God, I need to stop comparing. I need to stop comparing. That's not the intervention point. The intervention point is actually, I'm gonna compare reflexively. I'm just gonna do it as a human being. What I choose to do with that data or how long I stay in it, that's a choice. And so just know that if you find yourself comparing instantly, that's what it means to be human. If you keep just pushing in on it and then do something with that information that's not helpful, not good. In terms of comparing, is it good or bad? What we find is that there's two types of comparison, downward comparison and upward comparison. So we compare ourselves with someone we think who's doing worse than we're doing, or we compare ourselves with someone we think is doing better than we're doing. As it turns out, they can both be predictors of really bad outcomes for us. You would think if I'm comparing myself to someone I think doing worse, I'm gonna feel better, right? We don't. I think comparison it's just inherent, because it's built into safety, right? Our brain's wired for one thing above all else, stay safe. So I walk in something, I'm immediately gonna compare. But we need to catch ourselves and say, is this useful? Is this helpful? And am I comparing real me with Photoshopped you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Good question.
All right, Catherine King, where's Catherine King?
Thank you so much. So my question is, how do you start a project if you're a perfectionist? Like, how did you get started?
I think perfectionism is something we don't understand very well. So what we think it is we think it's being our best selves. Actually, in the research, the opposite of perfectionism is striving for excellence or healthy striving. Perfectionism is actually a defense mechanism that says to us, you know that thing that whispers in your ear? Hey, if you look perfect, do perfect, and accomplish perfect, you can avoid or minimize shame and judgment and blame. So perfectionism is not about striving for excellence or being our best selves. It's how we self-protect. So have you ever gotten that feeling when you're gonna start something, you're like, oh God, this has gotta be perfect? Like,
yeah.
how many of us, like, right? All of us. So I think the question to ask is, what am I afraid of? And here's the thing, you can avoid, there's a great Aristotle quote, if you don't want to be criticized, do nothing, say nothing, be nothing. And most of us choose not to live that way. And so put your best effort in and realize that no one can contribute what you can contribute but you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Claudia, who runs our whole audience department, who I adore and has been crying almost daily. Claudia, what is your question?
Well, tears aside, I've been a part of the show for, thank you. I've been a part of the show for 18 years, and it's been an incredible chapter of my life. With the show coming to an end, what could you share to someone who's about to go through a drastic change?
You know, I would start with, first of all, congratulations. That's amazing. Yeah. We don't live in a culture that gives us a lot of time and room and respect for grief. And there'll be grief. There'll be change. And you'll do something amazing next. But build in the space to feel the change, to feel the loss, to feel the excitement about something new, to feel the pangs of vulnerability and uncertainty about not knowing what's next. Build in the space. We don't do that. And what happens is, especially when we leave something that we've really loved, I can tell it's hard for you. Yeah. What we do is we don't build in the space and we react. So instead of walking towards something that could be great and new, we run away from the pain of what we left. Just give yourself room and space and acknowledge it's real. And I can only imagine the skills you're leaving with. Think about what you loved from here. Think about what skills you acquired. And then walk towards something you love. Don't run from the loss of this. Yeah, it's too valuable. You're too valuable.
Well, I think that was a good question, really, for all of us. I think Claudia asked that for all of us here. I think we're all, now I'm getting emotional, but because it's been 19 years. It's amazing, you know? Thank you for being here. I love you. You can watch Brené Brown's Atlas of the Heart now. It's on HBO Max. We'll be right back.